What's up? Must be 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Slightly a minute or two late. No big deal. Won't be much later than that usually. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Hope you have had a wonderful afternoon since the last time we spoke this morning at 10 a.m. Things were looking good. Everybody was having a great morning. We were learning about AI, having a great conversation with SolBay, the AI agent. Having a good time with that. If you missed that show, you can go back and check it out. It's obviously on the YouTube channel. It is probably, I would assume, also still, I think those things stay on as tweets, right? It should be there. Let me just double check. But I can go back and watch that. But you can definitely watch that over on the, it'll be there. Had a huge crowd in the space this morning. That was wild. But check it out. You can learn about it. Obviously, there are a lot of AI agents that are kind of popping up. This was a fun one. So we had a good time, a good conversation. A lot of the community got to come up and answer or ask some questions, and SolBay answered them. So very fun. Had a good time. So GM, GE, GA, GN, whatever. Thank you guys for being here. Go ahead and smash the like button as you are taking your seat, as you are filling in, as you are logging in, tapping in, as they say. If you are watching on X, go ahead and hit the heart. And it is on YouTube. You know, you just smash that like. You got to smash it. I don't know why I did it like a little slap. I meant smash it. Give it some knuckles. What's up to my chat? Who got the gold medal? Blocky did. It was funny. I ended up, so I'm back on food. It was great. I walked up to the barbecue place and got a little bit of brisket and some baked beans for lunch. And I just was walked up there. It's like a half a mile each way, so it was a nice little break to the day to walk. And was a little bit behind, and then it was like 3:40, and I realized that I hadn't even scheduled the show yet. So my apologies. But I appreciate you guys tapping in. Blocky, congratulations on the gold medal. Meninja Fourth getting that silver. There it is. And then JC getting the bronze. Shout out to everybody tapping in. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. That first like is mine, Chains. There we go, my dude. Appreciate you. Thank you, JC. Big ups. We'll get into a couple articles today. A lot about XRP. Big day for XRP, as you guys know. 340 something was the all-time high. We'll check it out today that we saw. I don't mean to say all-time high today. I meant the high today that we've seen so far. And 384, if I'm not mistaken, is the XRP all-time high. So breathing on its neck, breathing down the door, breaking down the door, whatever the expression is. I would definitely say that the all-time high is going to happen soon. I think $4 is inevitable very soon. 450, I think, is the number everybody's looking for. Here's the thing. Some people are calling for double digits. We're going to get into a story. Someone's saying if this ETF is approved, could signal a $50 XRP price. $50 for one token of XRP? Give me that. Give me that. Maybe $58.90. Maybe that's the 589, and we just never really understood where the decimal point was. $58.90. Could be something. $10 to $50. Not 15, not 15. 10 to 50, 10 to 50. We'll get to that article in just a little bit. And then a couple other things. Sonium launched recently. I think that was yesterday. We got that article. And then we'll get into we'll start looking at charts, see if there's any trades we need to get into when we look at those charts. And then we'll let's look at Dex Hunter, Dex Tool. What is it? Dex Screener. Unless you guys got another site that we should be using to find some potentials to get into, some quick flips. Because I definitely did a couple quick flips, got in and out of some things, made like on a couple of them, like a soul, or depending on how much I put in, it lasts maybe a quarter of a soul if I only put in one. But definitely moving the stack on up. Remember, the whole goal is to go from 50 to 500, and so. If we get a big pop then that'll help us out. So 50 to 500 Solana. I'll show you more about that in a little bit. Not today, probably next week. So I'm going to put some more of that stuff together. So that is that. Let's get into some market update, if you will. There we go. Our favorite site, CoinMarketCap. As you can see, the market cap. Whoa, what's this? CMC Yearbook. Oh, I saw there was a bunch of projects. Ondo was in there as well. I'd seen something that they were posting. The market up 1.2% today. You got volume up 8.86% to 159 billion. All right. Trending coins, XRP, baby, Brain, MVRS. I saw somebody post something about MVRS earlier this morning. That probably was in our Web3 Breakfast group chat. Very exclusive, by the way. Very exclusive. We were going to open it up. HBAR is mooning right now. Let's see that. I guess I was going to grab my phone and open CoinMarketCap. I got the fucking app, the website loaded right now. Let's look at pumpers for the day. There we go. 37 cents. Holy smokes. Look at that chart. Look at that chart for the daily, man. Starting at 31, at 37 right now. Down a little bit. It was up to 38. That's 7 days. I'm telling you, when we look at TradingView, and I'm telling you, there's been a couple coins that we were really interested in getting, and I'm really glad that I picked up some HBAR, that I've got some. It was one of those things I wish I got more. I probably, in all reality, I probably could cut two things out of the portfolio and get more HBAR. But at this point, I feel like shit. You kind of fucking missed it. Maybe you go back to that one after a correction. That's probably the move. I wouldn't cut anything out right now. Although that was the plan, was to. I still want to get rid of my AVAX. I know that it's a great coin, and again, I'm not shitting on anything about it. I just want to put it in something else so that it makes a position that I've got larger. So. Mike Lowry saying he's up 350% on his spot HBAR bag. Man, there we go. That's a pumper. Love to see that, man. Congratulations to the faithful HBARbarians that have held through the bear market. Congratulations, because that thing definitely took a big hit. HBAR took a big hit and never really quite recovered throughout the bear market, but it did its fair share of this over the last several weeks. That's for sure. Nice recovery. All right, let's see what else we got here. Bitcoin coming in at 100K, baby. We're back there. Let's go. E33, XRP 328, Solana 212. Love to see that up 14% on the week. Keep going, baby. We need to see you back at like $500. I'll be excited about 500. 800. I'll probably start to tap out at $800 Solana. Let's see. Cardano $1.12 up again, another 6%. There you go. Tron, who cares? AVAX. Man, get back up to $50, and then that's probably when I'll sell it. I'm not. If you look at the chart, and we will when we get to TradingView, but if you look at the AVAX chart, it does look like it's starting to move back up. And so I'm not going to sell it quite yet, even though I want to. I'll be patient. I'm going to be patient. There's some entries that I need to get in. I probably need to wait for some things to settle down anyway. So wait for that thing to go up and some other things to go down. Shout out, we got the New World Finance in the house. Let's go. Oh, I actually got a button. I don't have to fake it. There we go. Shout out to my people. What else we got here? Chainlink's in at 23. I love that at 25 and more, usually. SWE 492, back up almost to $5. Let's go. Here it comes. Harvey, Chahal. Bullish on Rio still. I am so bullish on the RWA ecosystem. Yes. And let's look at Rio right now. I don't have any at the moment, but that doesn't mean anything. Let's take a look at it because maybe my mind will change right here. 80 cents. Let's look at the all-time. Back in November of 2023, it was right around the price that it's about half. So it's about double from where it was, but it has since ripped, right? Sitting currently at a $102 million market cap. Definitely has the chops to get to $1 billion, and maybe $1 billion and beyond, $1.5 billion, something like that. So you could see a 10x out of this thing still. It could go way more depending on what they're doing. It has been a while. Let's look at their website. Web3 ecosystem for digital and real world assets. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Hardy. An interoperable layer 1 multi-chain Web3 ecosystem focused on the issuance and management of digitally native real world assets, or RWAs as they're called. Purpose built and designed for new open source permissionless financial world. Real price 81 cents. Well, you know, I honestly, like, when the time is right to re-diversify into some things, like this is something, it was one of the earliest RWA projects that I had gotten into. And I definitely think that they're going to be doing some good things. However, when the time came to it and I decided that I wanted to condense my portfolio, I did go with, again, and I've explained this strategy before, and I can do it again, is where, you know, I really picked where I thought the leaders in each particular sector were going to be. For instance, in RWA, I picked Ondo. For gaming, I had IMX for a while. I think maybe, actually, and so I could Venmo diagram this one a little bit, and we could keep the AVAX, maybe build to the portfolio, and then keep that for gaming and RWAs, because I have since got rid of the Beam and the IMX. I cut them loose. I had to. With the intention of getting back into some gaming assets when the time is right. I don't feel like that is the narrative right now. And so, you know, the gains may come, but they're not going to be like narrative gains. And so we got to start thinking about narrative gains. And right now, that is not it. So, but RWA going to be massive this year. RWA is going to be massive. AI is massive this year. So those are kind of the mentalities you want to have. Is you want to swim with the herd, swim with the fishes. This is what people are into. This is where the money is. Now, there is something to be said about, you know, for instance, like getting into the metaverse a couple of years ago when I did that, right? If we had held all of the assets and everything, and you just put that stuff aside and you put it aside for 10 years until the metaverse comes like more to fruition, you know, then like, boom, you were ahead of the game. There's something to be said about being ahead of the game, but sometimes you want to just be one step behind, or one step ahead, not 10 steps ahead. That was the whole metaverse thing, was like 10 steps ahead, man. That shit was way too far in the future. So, all right, let's go. Yeah, you're very welcome, Harvey. I appreciate you, man. So that's really, we'll probably talk more about that again in the future, especially when the RWA things start popping off again. All right, where were we? Let's look at some quick winners for the day. Hedera, Litecoin, Fartcoin, Flare, XDC. Man, there we go. XRP up there. What about losers? Any opportunities? AI16Z. Damn, I tell you what, this thing has been a stinker since we bought it. Much like the token metrics one that one of you guys got me into. When we go and then look at, I got to open up DEX tools so that I remember to get into that. Slide that where it needs to be, because the token metrics coin, I believe, is pumped pretty good today, if I'm not mistaken, like 60% right now. So there you go. Let's get it, baby. Some other things, VHS pumped 33%. We'll look at that one in the charts. Let's go. All right. Losers on the week. Anything still that we need to be? That's about it. That's about it. This guy's name is wrong. I tell you what, you're always coming in with, you're always saying the right thing. He said, I wish, here, let me pop it up on the screen so you guys can see it. You're watching the show. Thank you, by the way, if you guys are watching the stream. I wish I just bought XRP and HBAR instead of all the side quest bullshit tokens on the side. 100%. Everybody did that, right? It was all part of it. But that's all the thing with the speculation aspect of it, is you don't know what's going to pop off. And I think when you think about the psychology behind it, is you hear, everybody's heard the stories of someone's turned, you know, $1,000 into a gazillion dollars, and like that's what you want. So you go on those side quests in search of that gazillion dollar hit. And for the most part, it doesn't really happen. I think there was some article about the pump.fun wallets or the pump.fun accounts, whatever it is, like less than 10% are like considered to be winners or something like that. I don't know, something like that. There's like some crazy aspect that, you know, the whole idea of, where we go throughout our journey and what we try to buy if you're in shitters, like that's your whole point of buying shitters is to hit that one that rips, right? You get it at 100K market cap and it drips to $1 billion. Like that's the dream, man. That's when you made it. But if we all just didn't leverage trade and just put all that money into our conviction plays, didn't get rugged, didn't buy those NFTs that went to nothing, all that shit, man. It's all just part of the journey. It is what it is. It's annoying, right? It is annoying to think like, oh, I could have had this, I could have had that, right? But at the end of the day, we don't live in regret. We don't live like the what ifs. We make our decisions. It either worked or it didn't, and you either round trip it or you sell and move on. And at the end of the day, we do it all. We all got to do it. Meme coins are Trojan horses sent by the institutions. I actually wouldn't disagree with that, because why do some turbo fucking rip, and why do some instant rug, and why is it usually the ones that you think are gonna rip rug, and the ones that rug are the ones that you think are gonna rip, like unicorn fart dust or whatever, fart coin. The list goes on and on. You guys understand that. It's like, and that's why our industry honestly gets a bad name. And the guy even pointed out the unicorn fart dust one wasn't that whole thing, which is like, I'm going to show you how stupid crypto is. We're going to launch this coin, and it went to like $1 billion market cap. Like, it's insane. But it is what it is. It is what it is. To keep retail from getting the real assets. No, not true, man. That's why you got to get that Ondo and then XRP. And I know, Corey, you hate XRP, but Corey, it is the future. It's the standard, or at least it will be. I know that that's the joke from a long time ago, but man, it sounds and looks more and more like it's going to be playing a massive role in the future of finance. And then you got to think about Ondo. Ooh, boy. Have you seen that speaker list? I cannot wait to go to New York City next month. I got my RSVP was approved. I have my flight. I've got a buddy that him and his gal, they live in New York City. I am going to be staying with him, hanging out. So I got a place. So I am in New York for the Ondo Summit, February 6th. I actually get there the 5th, and then I leave that Saturday morning, because Friday is obviously pizza day. And what do you want to do in New York City? You want to have a pizza party. So we're going to have a pizza party with whoever wants to come. We'll start working on the details very soon here. It'd be very easy to do that in New York City. New York City is one of the greatest places in the world for pizza. I will tell you, New York pizza is not my favorite, but pizza is pizza, baby, and we'll get a good place. So, Corey's saying, I know it's a good asset. I only hate it because I heard it talked about every single day for 3 years while it did nothing. I know the problem is that it was suppressed. It was being suppressed, and that's why it did nothing. And so if it's PTSD, if it's being jaded, if it's because a lot of people saw, the market go around the XRP holdings last time because they were being suppressed because of the SEC thing. I get it, brother. But time to change that mentality, man. This thing's here, and it's for real. Pizza is not just pizza. I agree with you. And you guys know. I got it. Pizza is life, brother. Pizza is life. No. Don't misconstrue it. If I was being nonchalant or whatever in my pizza talk, my bad. That's not what I meant. Pizza it's a very complex thing, and it should be regarded as so. All right. Speaking of complex things and being regarded as so, let's get into a couple articles. All right. We need to first do this, and then here we go. This is part of a two-part. We got two articles for the first story. It's about XRP, the first couple. Shock Trump leak sparks huge crypto price rally, boosting Bitcoin, XRP, and Solana. Well, why is that? Why is that? Well, oh, come on. Get out of the way. Now, as the Federal Reserve grapples with a nightmare scenario, a leak has revealed the upcoming Trump administration creating a wider crypto reserve prioritizing U.S. created cryptos such as XRP and Solana. Could you imagine that? We start building up strategic reserves of XRP and Solana. Hey, yo. An America First strategic reserve would back Solana, competitor to ETH. There you go. USDC, competitor to USDT. XRP to facilitate the cross-border payments. Wow. There you go. The Post described Trump as receptive to the idea following meetings with Ripple chief executive Brad Garlinghouse and Coinbase's Brian Armstrong. There you go. We know that they donated a million. A lot of people are coming out doing that $1 million donation to the Trump inauguration thing. I know so did Ondo. They are also tomorrow, as you guys know, it's Friday. Pizza Friday for us in this world, but in the political world in DC, tomorrow night is the crypto ball, and Ondo is, from what I understand, the main sponsor of the crypto ball. Tickets, when this thing came out, tickets were $2,500 a pop. They sold out almost immediately, popped up to $5,000 a pop. And I think said they're like $100,000 a piece now because they're so close. But that's wild and crazy. I have seemed to have lost my mouse. Oh, there it is. That was strange. All right. So there you go. Here we go. We got a quote. Who is this from? Arthur Azov. He is the chief executive at the crypto bit for B2B in Pay. Compared to other cryptocurrencies, XRP has been showing remarkable strength. While others experience pullbacks, XRP has just been quietly accumulating and now is moving towards its all-time high, which is likely to surpass. Which, by the way, is like about to fucking happen. As you guys, I was saying earlier, we hit a 342, if I'm not mistaken. We'll look at the charts in a second here. 384 is, if I'm not mistaken, the all-time high. So very close. Here's that article that I was telling you about in the beginning of the show when I was saying XRP to $50. $50? Okay, I can do that very easily. XRP to $50. Give me 1 second. We got to give a mod wrench to the homie JC for sure. Go get in there. Here we go. All right, JC, add as a moderator and save. There you go. Congrats, buddy. Welcome to the Blue Wrench crew. All right. $50 XRP. That's it. That's all we care about saying at this point is $50 XRP. That's it. Who's with me? $50. $50. $50. There's no way it's going to happen like this run. But I do like double digit. You guys know I got coerced into upping my thought process from, the high fives to the double digits. And so I was rewarded with, now you're cooking with peanut oil. And so the whole idea of potentially seeing a $20 XRP, again, I like the whole thing has always been an institutional TradFi doesn't give a shit about our jokes or our memes. But the joke has always been $589, right? $589. But like we were saying a little bit ago, maybe it's $58.90. That's the price we should be looking at. So for now, let's go $10 because some people are saying jump out at $6, which I think that's a little low, but we'll see. That's just like it's like just flipping it from here. No, thanks. We're in it to win it, baby. Let's go. So we'll see. Do we even need to read this article? I don't think so. I think we're just excited about $50. But let's just read the quote so that we can have it. Reaching $10 to $50 for XRP is plausible in the medium term under bullish conditions with higher levels in speculative scenarios in a more bullish scenario. XRP price could hit $30, fueled by high demand from institutional players such as asset managers and pension funds, substantial growth in XRP ledger, utility and cross-border payments, and favorable macroeconomic conditions. Interesting. With XRP at $3, ETF approval could still lead to a significant price increase, potentially ranging from a modest push to around $5 in conservative scenarios to more ambitious targets if market conditions are extraordinarily favorable. Now, I like the idea of this. We do want to precaution. If it does continue to pump, it would be wise to take some profits, right? I'm potentially in this 326. Where's it at right now? 326. I mean, it may be worth taking some profits, but we'll see. We'll see how the activity goes. We'll see if it's maybe something that we're going to sit here and consolidate for a little bit like we did for most of December, right? When we got up to the December 2nd, it ripped up to like 270 and then kind of on a down here. I'll pull this up. Let's go XRP. Which time frame do we need it on? The daily. XRP on the daily. So what were we looking at here? Is that, because we had this thing. High Life AK. Appreciate the super chat. $50 XLP, and I'll cover your family vacation to Alaska. There you go. Alaska and Hawaii, the only states I have never been to. So Alaska, I want to do a little whale watching at some point. So High Life AK, when XRP hits $50, I'll see if you want to do a little whale watching. Your family and mine. Let's go. We'll have a little bonding. So I'm in. Appreciate you, brother. All right, so where were we? That's what I was going to do, is I was going to show you this, is that we were talking about XRP, that from back here, so back at the beginning of December when we had this first pop, right? We sit this, and then you can see we downward ranged it for a little while, right? We had a few wicks down here, and that's what gave us our nice little cone that we were able to figure out that we broke out of most recently. But maybe we're creating a new flag, right? And this is our flag pole. It all depends on where this thing stops, and then we'll see, if we hold our support and start building a new channel, maybe it's time to get ready for the next leg up. But if it doesn't hold support, man, you're gonna wish that you took some profit, right? That's how it all goes. All right. Man, it's really strange. My mouse just keeps getting crazy. All right. Let's go back to our articles. That's it. There you go. XRP, $50. Come on. You guys know it's going to happen. Why governments are embracing Bitcoin instead of fighting it. From banning to backing, governments are adopting crypto in unexpected ways and reshaping its future. Crypto has come a long way from being perceived as a fringe technology to becoming a central discussion in policy and finance. We're here, man. We made the mainstream as far as finance is concerned. We are here. The rest of like the shitters, the Web3 gaming, that's not here. That's not here yet. But as far as finance is concerned, the main coins, the main activity, that is here. It has happened. And you guys know that. We've talked about this. We talked about mass adoption, and we talk about how it's coming in three ways with the institutions, governments, and then retail. Like full-on retail, like people, like how people use the internet, right? That's what I mean by the retail. And so the institutional ETFs, guys, it's been here. They were here for a while. We know that. The governmental, it is literally happening before our eyes. You're seeing articles like this. You're seeing the other things where this country, I think in Italy, if I'm not mistaken, let's look that up. Italy crypto. I'm not mistaken, they just got in. Italy's intends to test Bitcoin with €1 million investment. Italy's biggest bank has made, here you go. Here's that article, right? So Italy's biggest bank tested a €1 million investment. Bank wants to be able to meet potential client requests. CEO tells ordinary small investors to stay away from crypto. CEO says M&A is a distraction and Tense is better off without. I don't know what all that means. We'll have to take a look at that at some point. But the whole idea is if they are getting it's here, let's read about it a little bit. So, oh, come on. You got to hate these things that have ads. Italy's biggest bank, Intesa Sanpaolo, has made its first proprietary Bitcoin trade, buying €1 million of the world's largest digital currency in what the CEO Carlo Messina described as a test. I lost the camera. I don't know what's going on. My computer's getting all laggy and weird right now. So my apologies. But so this is really interesting, right? This is what's happening. This is why I'm saying, like, you are literally watching the mass adoption from governmental level happen before our eyes, right? And so it was more and more that you're seeing countries saying this is our, this is where we're going, a strategic reserve. We're going to start buying. We're going to start holding all that. I think that website was giving me troubles. All right, we closed it up. And now the camera's back. Let's close up everything that we're done with. This is weird that we're going to have to deal with this. But. All right. And off to our last article for the day. Sonium. Sony's Layer 2 blockchain, Sonium, goes live. The 78-year-old technology giant is the latest big-name company to release a blockchain using Optimism's OP stack. Let's go. Sonium is live. Sony Block Solutions Labs, SBSL, a joint project between Sony Group and Singapore-based Startel Labs, describes Sonium, technically a Layer 2 network atop Ethereum, as a versatile, general-purpose blockchain platform built to support a diverse ecosystem of gaming, finance, and entertainment apps, according to SBSL. The launch comes after a 4-month-long test period that involved participation from 14 million wallets. Interesting. Shout out to the chat. What's up, guys? I see you guys brought Julie in here. What's up? What's up? Hope you are doing well. Shout out to everybody. Smash the like. Do the things. My goodness. What time is it? Oh, shit. It's 4:30. Man, y'all got to start telling me that it's like halfway. And if you don't care, if they go longer than an hour and you guys don't care, then we'll run it, man. We'll just run it. But so my apologies. But typically about halfway through, I do enjoy. Now, let me go full screen on this too. I do enjoy thanking you and welcoming you to the show. If you've just joined us, if you've been here for a while, thank you. You literally could be doing anything in the world right now, but you are here hanging out. So thank you so much. Reward yourself with the old smash on the like. If you are watching on X, you can hit the heart. I'll show you how to do that really quick. I love showing you guys how to do that because it's really easy. And the thing is, like, the folks that watch on YouTube, they always get it to like a 100% like to view ratio. Sometimes it even goes up high because people will get in with some of their alt accounts and start liking, but that is what it is. But over on YouTube, things are, wow, y'all are crushing it today. Okay, we got the 22 likes out there today. I'll be number 23, Michael Jordan, baby. Man, y'all are actually crushing it. Big ups to you. My gosh. So here's what you do in case you didn't know what to do. Let me turn that down. All right, so you're watching like this. You're watching that full screen. You're like, all right, cool. Just turn your phone like this, right? And then down here, you hit that. It'll turn it pink. All right, so you're watching like the heart, and then you just go like that. Back to business, baby. It's that easy. But I am so surprised. I am absolutely pleasantly surprised. I'm shocked that there is that many likes on the X video. Thank you, guys. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are crushing it today. I got no complaints at all, none whatsoever. All right, let's get into let's do this. Let's get into the charts. I think that we've done enough. Who cares about Sonium at this point? I think we want to look at the charts. We want to see where the opportunities and see what the next moves are, right? I think that that's probably advantageous for where we're at. Also, I will say at this point, If you guys got any coins that you want me to chart, go ahead and drop them in the chat, and then I'll do my best to find it on Dex Tools. If it's a main coin, I'll go into CoinMarketCap or TradingView, and we'll take a look at it and kind of I'll give you some opinions and some thoughts on it. But you can just drop them in the chat. Now's a great time to do that. Great time to smash the like as well. Who cares about charts? Julie's here. I agree, man. We should just, you know what? One of these days, Julie, we should do another interview. We should do another show together. That was a great time doing that with you. High Life AK wants to see Pith. Absolutely, that is on the list of things for us to look at. But we will start with AVAX at the top of the list here, because I was telling you originally that I was getting ready to cut it loose, right? That was my intention, to cut it loose, but maybe now I want to add to the bag, kind of as a cross play, hit two narratives in one, the RWA, because they will have a touch point in that ecosystem, and then gaming. And it's not as obscure as getting like a gaming coin. Now, I know IMX is not an obscure gaming coin, but I think Avalanche probably, and we can look at some other point. I'll make a note to look at, the different gaming coin ecosystems and to see where's the best bet in there, who's got the smallest market cap with the most potential. We can look at stuff like that. I'm like a market cap math kind of guy. I judge by market caps. I feel like it's pretty easy to see where something has the potential to go based on where it's at. Like right now, you guys have heard my strategy. Like if you're in like the $3-ish billion range, before we go parabolic, for you to hit that $30 billion range is not uncommon, right? And obviously, even in the millions, like, there are some sweet spots as well. But like I'm telling you about this billion, and so you might see a project that's got $3.4 billion market cap right now, and you're like, man, how hot can it go? Well, those things tend to get up into the 30s during a bull run, especially during the parabolic phase, which we're like getting ready for at some point. So shout out to my crypto mod squad. You guys are like the champions. You do all the channels, you do everything. You keep the peace, you keep it copacetic, baby. Appreciate you guys smashing it. All right, AVAX. So I was looking again. My whole idea is that I wanted to cut it loose, and then I was looking at the chart, seeing, all right, we see some green action, green dots over here yesterday. We've got a lot of our indicators are showing that we're going up. Things are not looking like they're coming off or cooling off anytime soon. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to hang out to it anyway. And then, we start talking about more narratives and start talking about other things. And then maybe you decide to hang on to the AVAX or whatever. But as far as like, if you're trying to make moves, this is now, in my opinion, not the time to do that. We should see this continue to go up. You should see this blue at some point cross over and go up to the top, and that could potentially put. Let's see, if we think we are here. Let's look at more of a weekly. So it doesn't go out that far. So we're getting pretty close to getting to our high. I would say we don't really want to. There you go. So currently 44%, somewhere around there, gets you to the resistance point of the all-time high. All-time high being 65.53 on that's here on Femex. My apologies. Let's go to CoinMarketCap, give you the actual information here. But a $16 billion market cap. I mean, what does this have the potential to do in this bull run? And that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I think I want to probably catch a pump on AVAX and then cut it loose. I think that's going to be my goal. 16.4. I mean, what's it honestly going to get to? Where was it before? Let's look at the market cap. And let's look at the month. Let's look at the year. So earlier this year, when it was down here, It was a $9.5 billion market cap. It's been as high over when it was here as a $22 billion market cap. I don't know. It may be time to tap out on AVAX for now. Maybe after we everything is said and done, and we get through 2025 and things settle back down. And if we do go into a bear market, this I feel like is something that is going to really come to shine in the next run. And I'm just getting that feeling right now. And so that being said, cutting it. I'm cutting AVAX. Danielson, that's the move that I'm in right now. Is I'm consolidating. Last month he got out of AVAX, had too many coins, and had to cut something. I'm there, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm consolidating. I went from 22 to I think 13. Is that where I'm at? 13. And I got a little bit of work to do because I want to cut some more because there's some different ones that I want to put into my portfolio. So I've got to make some hard cuts, some hard choices because the whole idea is what's the point of having 3% of your portfolio in a project? You know, unless it's like a shitter, like you shouldn't have that little of if you believe in a project, you should put more of it. So the whole idea is I've got to take some things that I don't believe in as much that I've got more of and flip some things around. So what else we got here? AVAX has another 3x at least. I don't disagree. I think 154 is the all-time high. Was that right for AVAX? On coin market cap 146. 146.22 back in 2021. So that's what we were looking for before, was the all-time high. And so, you know, we're a few X's away from that. Would you rather, and if it was a couple grand, would you rather throw that into something that is going to 10x, at least 5x, potentially 10 or more? I think that's the mission, right? The mission is to, because we've got some safe bets. XRP probably not going to do more than a 3x from here, right? Maybe more. I mean, at $50, I take it back. That has a lot of potential. If everything comes true, like that article said, and we see a $50 XRP, ooh, boy, give that to me. Oh yeah, because then I'll be going on a vacation. Someone in the community. I like that. All right. Bitcoin, we love the Bitcoin chart. Ooh, let me change the tab so you guys can see that. We have a lot of our lines drawn on here. This is the weekly. We want to get off of that. Let's look at the forget it. Bitcoin's at 100K. I don't trade Bitcoin right now. I'm just getting ready to stack it. HBAR on the pump at some point. This is very much like the. Here we go. We're gonna want to have to pay attention to this. So this is now. So we got rejected again at this potential all-time high push, right, for HBAR. Ooh, we got to get. Let's see. Where is HBAR? So we're gonna look on coin market cap first at the all-time high. Let's see. So 50 cents, is that right? So 57 cents back on September 16th, 2021. So we are at 37 cents right now. When we made our, and you guys know, this was one of the ones back here in September when we were setting up the October portfolio. This is where we were looking at it. And it has since gotten itself to another stratosphere. And it went through this consolidation phase, right? Where, we had this anomaly up here. We had this nice long wick right here, but we have now made that a body. Now, if we close today and we keep going up and then we start to build out another structure, like, maybe go here and then start to chop here and make like another consolidation zone, that would be good. I feel like this is not the first coin that we're talking about with this on here. So, definitely be watching. Some people are way in the profits on Hedera. I don't know what everybody's potential targets are. I think that, for it to at least get back to all-time high is going to be a no-brainer. For it to absolutely rip past that, because there's more happening on the ecosystem now, is definitely going to happen. Where's it going to stop? I don't know. We'll have to wait until we do our price projections, our bull run price projections. We'll do that maybe next week. I think that probably sounds like a good opportunity for something to do next week. So we'll start doing some of these price predictions of where we think things are going to go based on. We'll do some measurements. I'd like to see our. Oh, by the way, so the HBAR showing that it's up 17% today. Love to see that. Double digits, baby. Altcoin season. Let's go. You do a couple of those in a row, and man, I'm telling you, that's if you've never been through an altcoin season, if you've never been through like an actual amazing part to the bull run, get ready. Get ready. All right, the karate. Cheapers. The karate combat token karate getting ready, obviously, to do a nice little pump up, as it always does around the event times, because of the attention that comes onto it. So if this was something that you were kind of waiting on for whatever reason, I would not wait too much longer, because the event is coming up on the 24th next week. Let's see. Let me open up the karate app, and I will tell you what it's telling me. Play. Voting opens in 6 days and 1 hour. And they've got a total of 4 fights on there. You've got Efren. He's fighting. Nice. Luan. And then you got Robelis fighting Marcos. Aline Pereira. Nice. Alex Pereira. Chama. His sister is fighting again, man. She had that knockout. They got that vicious Pereira left hook against Gisela Luna. And then there is a title fight. Shazib Rind. He is going to fight for his he's got a what's that called, man? Oh my god, I was just thinking of something and I lost. He's got to defend his title, is what he's got to do. So I think there might be another belt fight, if I'm not mistaken. We'll see. Right now it's just those four fights noted on the card. There will be some more added as the week goes on. So make sure if you want to participate in the voting, up only voting, you can't lose. You can only win more, and then you can just shift it back into HBAR if you're not a participant in the karate ecosystem. I am hanging mine into the app. So that's where I keep it now, is just in the app. That's the karate. All right. That is there. That's pretty much all there is to know about it. I mean, the chart there is. I was talking with AJ, and I think he explained it best. And you can see these ups and downs, and they kind of go in line with the events, and when they have the karate combat events, and some of them are more popular than others, and some of them, you need more people end up buying, and so you see a way bigger candle. But there is some kind of method that AJ was looking at with the pump, whether it's before or after the event, and most of the time it was before, obviously, for people buying the token leading up to the event. And then with the up only, the whole thing is that again, you don't lose. And so if you were to bet 100,000 tokens and you lost every single match, you would still have 100,000 tokens. But if you won, you win like a small percentage on each one. And what's really cool is that the fighters get a percentage of all this stuff that's wagered on them, and you as a token holder are actually an owner of the league. And so there's not too many professional sport leagues that you and people like us, can own. And so I'm a part owner of the league. So are you if you hold tokens. All right, let's move it on down to Ondo, baby. Why did I have that circled? That's interesting. What is this about? Other than we are playing in this zone, getting ready to pop, probably. Or it was we're getting ready to do an inverse head and shoulders. Possibly if we come here, come back here, and then that's when it all happens, right? This, if I'm not mistaken, if it were to go like this, would be the inverse head and shoulders, because you'd have a shoulder, you'd have a head, and a shoulder. And that's a good thing. An inverse head and shoulders is a really good thing. So we'll see if this plays out. Maybe what we could do is shift command 4. Oh, no, I don't want that. Shift Command 4. Why is it doing that? Got it. Anyway, well, we don't have to get rid of the Ondo drawings yet. I was just going to take a picture of it, but it's trying to do some magnet mode thing that whatever. So we'll have to see if this whole inverse head and shoulders plays out. We're getting closer to the unlock. It is the 18th. You guys have heard me say, in my opinion, I do not believe that we are going to see a huge sell-off. I believe that we've already seen a huge sell-off. We saw an attempted pump. We saw a breakout from the current trend, right? Things were trending down. What is happening right now? Right? Things were trending down right there. And then there was the breakout. So that was the new structure. But then it continued to go down. And I think it was market wide. But still, you had some things recover a little bit differently. But the fact that this thing had still, after a recovery, and we'll go from this wick to where we're at now, it still went down 26% after a slight recovery, getting out of the downward channel that it was on since its all-time high. And so, at some point, we could maybe start to think, and especially if we don't get a huge dump around the 18th from the unlock, this could be that was the sell-off in anticipation of it. It just happened early. And because we had that slow bleed from all-time high, what's the incentive to sell? Right? Like, it's already down. Like, again, there's really no incentive to start selling, especially all the institutions that are going to be getting those coins. And so I'll tell you what, nothing burger as far as I'm concerned. If we were still pumping, if this thing was still moving up from this trajectory, or obviously if we had a little bit of sideways action or whatever, if we did not experience like a 40% dump down to here, we would be talking a totally different story. But we've already seen this thing basically get nuked. I don't believe that it is going to drop down. If it happens to go below $1, buy the fuck out of it, right? Like, just buy it, because you know what's happening. You know where it's going. I could list to you, and maybe you guys don't care about this. Maybe no one cares, but when you think, let's see. When you think about how this bull run is being funded, it's being funded by institutions, right? Not by retailer. It's certainly not. We got some of us here, and maybe there's a good grouping of people, but by and large, like, most people are not in crypto yet, and you can tell because y'all probably have a lot of family members, and maybe not your immediate people that live in your house because of your exposure to you, but other people in your family, extended family, that have no desire to be part of crypto or have no idea about it yet. All right. We're going to go over this list. This is and this is why I fuck with Ondo so hard, guys. You got to understand, like, first off, this is an institutional bull run. BlackRock is part. And these people don't lose. They're not here to lose. They're here to win, and they're here to win big. You got Samara Cohen from BlackRock. She's a CIO of ETF and index investments. Caroline Butler of BNY, head of digital assets. Cynthia Lobasette, Fidelity, head of digital asset management. Nadine Chakar, DTCC, the managing director and global head of digital assets. Sandy Call, Franklin Templeton. You got Raj from MasterCard. David Schwartz from Ripple is going to be there. There are just Pantera Capital. You got Nathan Ullman, the CEO and founder of Ondo, is going to be there. He's talking. Ian, the chief strategy officer of Ondo. You got the president and COO, Justin Smith of Ondo. I mean, it is so packed with some of these industry executives, and just absolute star-studded event for what you would think in the institutional world for things. And I'll tell you what, you need Ondo to dump, Mike. I know it already did, brother. It already did from 214. That's a 40%er. I don't think it's going to go massive at the unlock. We're days away from that. It's supposed to unlock on the 18th. Today's the 17th, 16th. So it's going to happen on Saturday. Those guys, and it happens on a Saturday. They'll probably be sleeping their hangovers off from the Friday night. Whatever those I make jokes about the stock, and those are probably, that was more in the 80s. I'm sure it's not like that anymore. But the whole idea of not being afraid of this Ondo unlock, I think, is where everybody needs to be at this point. I think we've seen the sell-off. We've seen a big sell-off from all-time high. And again, I know that there was some market-wide correction, but this thing definitely has taken a farther hit than a lot of other coins. Like even HBAR, right? Like HBAR had its big run, again, went sideways and then ripped. You got Pith. Pith had its run up to 55 cents, and this thing is dipped as well. This one is, it's not that I'm concerned about Pith, but I'm wondering, like, when's it going to happen? I've got a decent amount of Pith, but is it one of those? And, at some point, especially when you're doing the consolidation, when you're making the moves, because you can't get married, you got to move, you got to be fluid, you got to move stuff around. And that's why I'm a huge advocate on that right now. But the whole idea of the whole idea of where, Pith not moving, is it the sleeper? One day it's just going to just go boom and shoot up to like $1 or whatever. Or is this just that one that hyped out and did absolutely nothing in the bull run? You take a look at the chart, you kind of zoom it out, and you're like, all right, like, we know it's got it in it. We know that there's got that history of it getting up there, getting, to back over $1. We'd love to see that. All-time high here for us to get back to all-time high. It's about a 2.5x, right? Maybe a little bit less than that. To 240%. It's not undoable, especially what is Pith's. And that's my whole thing with Pith, is that because it has a much smaller market cap than Chainlink does for the Oracle narrative, I think that's the winner, right? And I think it's great that Chainlink has got its time in the light again right now. That's only good, right? Like, the rising tide floats all boats. And once the attention comes on to Chainlink, and then you find that there are some alternatives, that's like the Amazon and Temu, right? I'm seeing pictures on the timeline of people showing, like, the stuff that you're getting on Amazon is like maybe 20% or more cheaper on Temu. Is it Temu? Maybe Temu. Timo might be even cheaper, who knows? But that being said, Pith at a $1.2 billion market cap, more capable, more, I think, more of a network, more decentralized, more capable, and a higher ROI potential than Chainlink. However, Chainlink, I love Chainlink. You guys know that. Shout out to the Link Marines. I just think at an 87, you've got a much better chance to get ROI when the time comes. Problem is, when's the time? It'll happen. It's like, I think the world's going to find out about Ondo, and then from there, it finds out about all its partners. And Pith is obviously a partner to Ondo, as y'all know. So, all righty. So there's Pith. That was probably a little bit longer, but I know it was somebody that was asking. Here we go. JC, if Pith drops below 30 cents, I'm buying the crap out of it. There you go. Wouldn't add to Ondo except under $1. Yeah, I feel you there. That's the point. Like, my entry is well below that. Like, I think my average is like 72 cents. And so I've not bought anything since it was like 83 cents. And so my like way lower than 72 cents is where my big buys come from. But anyway, that is Pith. Solana 211. Love to see that. Ooh, what are we drawing here? What are we looking at? Scam likely. Sorry. All right. So we've got Solana coming back up to, here we go. So it is coming back up to what we're looking at as a former resistance spot. You see that we had some issues getting up over the hump right here. Eventually did. This was our tail end of 2024, getting into 2025, making a charge back. There we go. We had a little bit of trouble with that at the end of the year. And then it's since dumped, and we are back up at it. Since got a rejection. So the whole idea of this 220 217, 218, somewhere in there, that being our resistance level. That's what we got to get through. So, if you're a smart man or a smart lady, this is what we're going to do is we are going to take this line that we've got drawn. This is our resistance level for Solana. And we want to say, when this thing crosses the line once per bar, we want to know about it. Why do we want to know about it? Because once it crosses this bar, say you're not watching the charts every day, say you got to step away and something happens and Solana pumps up. And now you're like, well, shit, we're over it, and it closes and we're hovering around it. Now you can start thinking about going long, right? Because if we can bust through this resistance point and we can prove that we can hang out above it, then you got a better chance of it going up above it and we go long. We know it's going to happen, and we got price targets of 800 plus for Solana. So you know it's going to happen. When is it going to happen? That's the thing. That's what you want to try to catch. And so, if you set your alert saying, once we break this current resistance level, and then we start watching again, if we get a little above it, we think that momentum is there, that's when you could take a long, right? Because we've broken out. So Mike Vollmer, freaking virtuals needs to come back down. I know. Let's take a look at that chart, because obviously we'll see the XRP. There's nothing we can chart. It is just a thing of beauty. I would much rather look at this chart than the Monet. So I got nothing to do with it. It looks just absolutely beautiful. Hopefully we will. Can we do two things at once? No. But hopefully we are in the midst of creating a new flag so that we can set some structures and make some moves and get into some trades. For me, it's impossible to trade this stuff because I will never trade I'll never catch a pump anymore, ever. That's how you get absolutely wrecked. So we just now XRP, I'm done trading XRP until we know what it's going to do. That's it. So it's been fun trading it, but we're going to go back to just Ondo, because Ondo has more of a pattern history that we can kind of look at and mirror, and we've got lines and we've got supports and resistance levels that we can kind of aim to. So Danielson says regret selling SWE at 149, thinking it was going back to 80 cents. I'll tell you what, I didn't buy in the low $1 because I also thought that it was going down into a sub $1, and that's what I was waiting for. And then all of a sudden, out of reach, all of a sudden it was getting close to $5 where it is right now. I'll tell you what, man. Tell you that was wild and crazy stuff. All right. We wanted to zip down to a certain chart. I wanted to shut down to virtuals because, as you can see, this is one of those things. This might be one of those things that'll haunt me for, my crypto time. We can obviously make up for it with a huge win elsewhere. And so it's not like we're going to hang on to. However, I was absolutely waiting for this. This was at one point, we probably could draw a new one now, I believe. At one point, this box was the golden. This was the 618 fib, baby. This is where the dreams happen. And I was thinking like, all right. And it was down. I think when we drew it, this was down here. And I said, you know what? Let's do this. No. It wasn't even in the zone. It was way up here. And so we drew this because the trend was still coming down. And we thought, well, here's the deal. Let's set an alarm for this thing to trigger when we get to the bottom of the 618. Well, it never happened. It got pretty fucking close, but it never happened. And it has since reversed. And it has broken the structure, and it has gone up. And it is now, I think, probably up there for good. We'll see. But the whole idea of, we missed it. We missed it. We missed it, ladies and gentlemen. We missed that little bottom right there. So now you're going to have to just chase it, and you're going to have to get in at your own. You know what I mean? You could look back and think like, right here, you've got this. Right now, where it's at is right here. So you could say potentially here, but I would say more likely right here is maybe where we'll see it come back down to. We'll find one little chance to hit an old resistance and support spot right there. And you know what we'll do? We're just going to keep doing what we always do. We're going to set an alarm once per bar. If Virtuals gets there, then we'll consider taking a position, maybe going long. Praying Gary Gensler comes out tomorrow and says Virtual is a security. I love that. He's probably going to. Can somebody just AI that, just put it out there, and this way we could all get in at a better price? Do I like Algorand? I do. I don't hold any. Maybe that's a mistake. I was talking with AJ. He was telling me Algo to $1. That's like a guarantee. So that's at least a double. So if anybody needs to double their money, get some Algo. And if you can time it right, go long. And maybe, if you throw a little X, some leverage at it, maybe you'll come out ahead more than just a Dubsky. But that's not my Algo's not my thing. But I shout out to the Algo fam for sure. Boom, boom. Shout out to everybody. My goodness. We are definitely overtime. But if you guys don't mind, I don't care. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Thank you. Go ahead and smash the like, hit the things. Like if you're watching on, actually hit the heart. And we did a little tutorial. If you were watching on YouTube, smash the like. You can smash it much harder than you can hit a heart because you don't ever want to break a heart. Sometimes you have to break a heart, but you don't always want to break a heart. So I don't advocate for that. So that's why I say delicately, just hit the heart. So smash it. Hulk smash. All right, let's get through some more of these charts because I know that there's let's see. I do want to look at this one right here, the Jasmine chart. Jasmine, I believe, is getting ready for another little adventure. And so I am looking forward to come down. As you can see right here, I have got this line marked at 2.72 cents, like a little over 2.5 cents. For when Jasmine comes back down, I am going to get in. And that some of the coins, that's one of the ones that let's go to CoinMarketCap because we want to look at some of the right info. Jamsy, that's not what I want. Jasmine. Don't look up Jamsy me coin. That's not, I don't know what that is. All right. The Jasmine coin all time looks like trash. Looks kind of like the I'm not here to talk about trash, about other coins. I do not want to do that. However, here we go. Jasmine. If this thing is actually coming back, let's look at the last year. There we go. So this is the last year. This all-time chart is absolute garbage for several years now. Let's log this thing at the year like we're looking at. Since has made a nice little recovery. We're sitting at 3 cents. We did obviously have this pump that came up to 6 cents. But this is one of those ones that, you talk to a whole lot of people, and there's a lot of faithfuls in Jasmine. A lot of people who think that this thing is going to rip, that it's a kind of a timing thing, that we're waiting on something. So I need to get some more information on what all of that timing could be and what we would be waiting for. But if we were to take a similar leg up from... Well, let's go back here, because you can't really, the problem is on this all-time high, when you have a, what were we looking at? That was like flat and terrible. This looks way better. This looks like, okay, I don't know what I was looking at, but this is the Jasmine all-time chart. I could have swore that it looked a lot different the first time we were looking at it. If somebody could at least just say that you're not losing your mind, that there was a dinosaur tail chart on there a second ago when we hit all-time, let me know. James, what do you think about the Crow potential? I love the whole idea of what Crow is, what Crypto.com is. I think their domain, all that stuff, for when we do go mainstream. I know that they are getting broader acceptance throughout the world. I know they are looking to be accepted in some places where, if I'm not mistaken, are Dubai, right? Like they've moved something over to Dubai, if I'm not mistaken. And so I really think that Crypto.com's future is bright. I honestly liked them since they were Monaco. I held back in the day when it was Monaco. I never got the card, never went through all that stuff because I didn't want to KYC and do all the things that you had to do to get it. But it's not something that I would be opposed to in the future at this point. I do really like the ecosystem. I do really like the product, the user interface, all that stuff. I think that it has been a great advocate in the space for growth and adoption. Is it going to be the biggest? I don't. It's an on and off ramp too, if I'm not mistaken. And so, especially with the card. So I think when we do trigger that retail after the governmental side says it's okay for retail to come in, I think it's going to be the crypto.coms. And if I'm not mistaken, aren't they changing their stuff to be like a bank? Let's go to their website. If I'm not mistaken, we saw this at the bottom. Come on. I know that there's something about this. Let's see. Crypto. Bank. It's got a FinCEN license. I know that. Man, I could have swore that there was something. Here you go. Here you go. Crypto.com set to launch banking access, credit card, and stock services. And so, yeah, they're trying to be. There's like something where like something on their website says something about a bank, and I think that, man, it was definitely at the end of last year when we were looking at all this stuff. So, so that's a long-winded way of saying I'm a big fan of Crypto.com. I think that they're going to be a massive player, a big future, especially because they're U.S. based. Were there any other charts? Did you guys have anything that you wanted me to chart? Was there anything that I missed in the chat? Go ahead. You guys can type it in there now. And I will take a look at it. Let's see. That was Crow. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to be looking at my portfolio. I was telling you guys that pretty soon. We can look at some of that kind of stuff. 13 coins. I'm happy where things are getting to, but I've got to make a few moves. Ondo is 25% of my portfolio now. Sol is 20%. XRP 15, and then we'll break down the rest of it. But that's where I'm at. Near. We can look up Near. Let's look up Near. Let's chart Near. That was one that we were gonna buy. Let's go USDT in case we decide that we want to get it on the old FMX. Near. All right, so this line, obviously, here we go. This is back when we were looking at it. So where are we at? This is one of those coins. Oh, there you go. Near is one of the coins that when we looked at our October portfolio, this is like right in that same zone. So while you also missed the big dip and rip, potential for you to catch it again. And what we saw after the dip was 130% rip, right? And so this thing has, let's say that this is the bottom, right? 134% is $10.40. So that's there you go. If you want a prediction for today on a coin, there it is for Near. That's the next move, the next pump, the next top. You got to get it to $10.40. All right. Let's check out Ski. Ski, is that going to be on Dex Tools? Let's try Ski. $200 million market cap. This ski mask dog. All right, $194 million market cap. There you go. We're looking at the right one. Let's go here. It looks like it's in what could be a consolidation phase. Let's pull this. There you go. Those are our three zones, or these are our zones that we're looking at. I'd say as long as because it looks like it's on its way back down. Yesterday it had a nice little candle, but it looks like it's trying to reverse it. Earlier today it obviously did. That's why there's that wick there. So I would say if you want to get in, wait for it to come back down to that bottom level, right? That would be my advice. And then from there, you've got some options for where you think it could get to. But here you go at a $200 million market cap. How old is it? Question is, what happened around May when this thing got first cooking? And then what happened? It trailed off, and then why is it popping now? I got to hear more story as to what's happened. So I'm going to have to look into this one. Let's see. It's on base. Okay. So, yeah, I understand. Let's look at their Twitter. Share. Ski mask dog. Oh, I feel like I've seen this before. Yeah, it probably had some heat on it when it was launching. Let's see. How are the tweets looking? An hour ago, 116. La pandilla es familia. There you go. All right. Well, that's ski mask dog. I would say wait for a better entry. Do not ape into that. It'd be nice if Dex Tools add some. I think again, maybe if you connect your wallet, then you can add alerts because then it knows how to connect you. But some congressman bought a ton of ski. Really? That's funny. That's actually really funny. What's up with this XRP Bank of America, Jazz? I listened to their earnings and no mention of XRP. So the article that it came out said that they are 100% of their internal transactions are using XRP. And so Bank of America came out and said that. And so I feel like it's only a matter of time before it's either other banks are doing that or 100% of their external transactions. The whole idea of XRP being the one. Guys, it's the one. It is the one. Certain things will get chosen for certain things, much like Bitcoin was chosen because it was the first one chosen to be the king. It is the digital gold. It is all of that. It is the chosen one. There will be several chosen ones as time goes on that kind of forge and lead certain industries and ecosystems and all that stuff. So hedge your bets, baby. Hedge your bets. I think that's it. Do you need Arrow? You do need some aerodrome in your life. That is on the base ecosystem as well. We can take a look at that one. We'll add that to the chart list. I do like aerodrome. There's a couple things on base that I like, so we can figure it out. Trump pump, guys. Pray for it. Pray for or hope for it or wish for it. Whatever you do, make sure that we've got all of our the voodoo and the good vibes. Shake those good vibes, whatever they are, shake them into the atmosphere for a Trump pump. I know we all want it. And then let's roll this train on into 2025, baby. That's it for me. Sorry I kept you guys a little bit late, but I appreciate you hanging out with me. Go ahead and smash the like, hit the heart on your way out of here. Y'all are amazing. We will see you tomorrow morning for Pizza Friday at the breakfast table, 9 a.m. Eastern. Potentially, I wanted to do a VHS giveaway. I wanted to do a pizza and a movie, but I think we're going to change that. We're going to do something different only because I don't want people cheating the chart. Is that my little girl right there? You get over here. Come here.
Bring you a cupcake.
You brought me a cupcake?
Yeah.
Here, let's have it together while Daddy ends the show. Come sit with me.
Mommy.
That one's Mommy's? Okay, Mommy got to come get her cupcake.
Not my little baby one.
All right, get over here. Cheers, Mommy. Come. You say hi?
I can't do that.
Just say hi. They'll be able to.
Hi.
Say smash the like button.
I can't do that.
You can do it. Say smash the like button.
I say but
Say make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Say subscribe to the channel.
I can't say.
You can say subscribe. Subscribe.
No.
Subscribe to channel. Okay, all right. Here, let's open up your cupcake.
Why?
Because we're going to cheers our cupcakes, Mommy. Cheers our cupcake with us. Cheers. Cheers. Hey, y'all have a good evening. We're going to have a cupcake. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow at the breakfast table. Ciao for now. Let's get it.